back to Trailblazers Courtside. Brian Wheeler joined now by the Blazers first-round draft choice, CJ McCollum. And CJ, I know you're just in town as of last night and getting your way through Portland a little bit. How do you like things so far?
I like it a lot. You know, it's a very nice city, very nice place in terms of fan support, and I'm thankful to be in a situation where I can kind of grow and learn from, you know, veteran guys, and I think we've done a pretty good job in free agency, so I just look forward to the future.
So now the future immediate, that is, first practice tomorrow, Summer League coming up later this week. What would you like to achieve in the Summer League in Las Vegas? I
think one of the biggest things is to just try to be consistent, you know, consistent with my movements, consistent with my jump shot, and with my effort. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, we're all here for a reason. You know, I'm good at a variety of things, but I just want to make sure that I'm kind of tightening up my skills and making my movements very efficient, because the NBA, you know, everybody's athletic, everybody's strong, everybody's fast, but, you know, picking your spots and kind of playing the angles is what helps you succeed.
I'm sure you've taken a look at the roster. A lot of times in Summer League, you're playing with some guys that are looking to win a spot, maybe on the team they're on, possibly on another team if they're a free agent. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of guys that you'll see again in training camp in October.
Yeah, I know we got a really good roster. I think we'll be on a team, Myers, Joel. So, I mean, we got a lot of depth. We got a lot of guys that have played in the NBA and are just coming back to finish up their second year Summer League. So I just look forward to it. I know we got a couple other guys coming in. I know Allen's in. I seen him last night, Dexter Strickland. So I think we have a terrific team, and I'm happy that, you know, now we're playing for something. Now, you know, we have a chance to win a championship.
When the whole draft process starts, you're obviously not sure where you're going to go. You go through the whole process of the combine and going through the pre-draft workouts and so forth. But when you looked at where you wanted everything to end up, could it have worked out any better for you?
No, honestly, I don't think it could have. You know, we got a great organization from top to bottom, you know, a great team, a great fan support. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and I'm in a position, like I said before, where I can kind of learn from guys. I can kind of, you know, step in and contribute in different ways, you know, with my ability to knock down shots and kind of score. I think that's going to help out, you know, whether I'm playing with DAMIAN behind him or whatever. I'm willing to do whatever's necessary to help the team win.
And it's always nice to go somewhere where you're wanted, and clearly exactly. you were a primary option for the Blazers, and they were hoping that you were going to be available at 10.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You know, it was a mutual love, and I think I found a good home.
Now, take us back to your budding friendship with DAMIAN, which goes back quite a ways, even before you thought about possibly playing with him with the Trailblazers. But many people have compared his road to Portland with the road that you're on, and go back to how you established that Twitter relationship, which has now turned into a pretty good friendship.
It's funny how social networks work out, but, you know, we actually did meet over Twitter, you know, exchange numbers and stuff, and I just reached out to him, you know, asking him about workouts, asking him about, you know, what it's like to make the transition to the NBA, you know, what kind of things do I need to look out for, and what should I really focus on in my workouts. And then as the season progressed, you know, just asking him about, you know, the draft, combine. And I actually broke my foot, you know, in my senior year, so I was asking about his therapy when he was shooting jumpers, you know, when he was out of the boot. So it was very helpful in terms of, you know, preparing me for, you know, this moment right here, you know, getting to this moment and making sure that I'm ready, you know, physically and mentally.
Every guard loves to play with a big guy that can be a nice compliment.
Yeah.
And clearly having an all-star like LaMarcus is a pretty good place to start.
Yeah, definitely. It's a blessing to have a guy of his caliber, you know, to be able to knock down shots. You know, at the same time, he's a good back-to-the-basket guy with a nice fadeaway, you know, kind of a pick-and-spread guy, so to speak. So just thankful to be in the NBA, man. It's a blessing to be able to play with, you know, guys that are better than you, guys that are as good as you, and guys that are specialists in the sense that, you know, they can knock down shots. There's defenders, and there's also guys that their jobs is just to rebound.
You've got a head coach in Terry Stotts that likes the three-point shot. Last season's Blazers team set a franchise record for most three-pointers made in a season. He says he wants to play even faster this season, and you're going to be part initially of that second unit, and so that's probably music to your ears as a guy that likes to get up and down the court and doesn't mind taking a perimeter shot or two. Yeah,
no, I definitely think it's a great situation in terms of, you know, being able to run and gun a little bit, you know, but at the same time you got to lock down on defense and kind of build your staple there. That's how you win championships. But I think our offense is going to be very powerful. You know, we got Robinson coming in, we got, you know, Darrell Wright, you know, or Watson. So I think we have a good group of guys that can come in and contribute right away.
Now, you probably saw some of the numbers when DAMIAN had a point guard that he could play alongside in the latter part of last season.
Yeah.
And now there's some talk about you not only kind of anchoring maybe the second unit, but also playing alongside DAMIAN a little bit. And do you look at that as a situation where, and it seems like the NBA is getting back to just having guards out there. And you said this on draft night when people wanted to peg you as either a point guard or shooting guard. You said, I'm just a guard. And it seems like a lot of teams are going back to that now.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look at the NBA now, you know, that's what it's shaping towards. I remember when, and I'm not saying I'm a Hall of Famer, I'm not saying Dame's a Hall of Famer, but, you know, when Isaiah Thomas is in Detroit, they drafted Joe Dumars. You know, a similar situation where they learned to play together in terms of knocking down shots and playing off of each other and being able to create for each other. I think that's one of the biggest things you got to do in the NBA, not only create for yourself, but create for others. And I think Dame and I are in a position where we can both do that, and I think it'll show this year. And
even more recently, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson with Golden State last year.
Yes, absolutely.
So as you look at summer, we talked about Summer League. What will the rest of your summer look like heading into training camp in terms of getting ready for your first season?
Just a lot of lifting, a lot of conditioning in terms of getting my body right. At some point, I may go back to Long Island and work out with Jay Hernandez, and then maybe take a trip to California and work out with some of the strength and conditioning guys I have in place out there while I'm visiting my agent. And just continue to get better, and I'll come out here. I'll talk to Coach and see when he wants me to report. I know rookies usually come in a little bit earlier, and we have a little gap in between the Summer League and then the open gym period where we'll play a little bit of 5-on-5, and then when we start training camp. So I'll just kind of get the dates situated, find a condo, and then get the ball rolling.
And the great thing about Portland is the weather today, it's pretty much like this 300 days a year.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. It's always nice, but sometimes there's a little bit of rain.
That's right, a little rain. But we're happy you're here, and welcome to Portland.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
CJ McCollum here on Trailblazers Courtside. We'll continue with more coming up in just a moment.